I'm not going to lie, guys, this is the sixth episode I've recorded in 5 hours because of the impending, university stuff. And I've run out of good ideas for intros, so this is going to have to do. Let's play some Football Manager. So here we are then, the first game of the episode. Welcome back to the channel, by the way. I'm ChasingLamely. If you haven't done it already, hit the like and subscribe button so I can stop bugging you to do it. Because I'm sure even 6 days into this marathon recorded in one batch session, there's still some of you out there who haven't subscribed that are part of the 80% that watch and don't. So do that and then hit the like button just so people, know you were here. Because leaving signs you were here is important. Anyway, we're playing Lech Poznan today. There's nothing else to report because, like I said in a video last Monday in your world, I'm going back to back just to churn some ground up. We're not going to play these friendlies, by the way. Don't panic. I'm not going to make you watch meaningless friendlies against teams from Madrid. That will be pointless. We'll skip this and go to the next game. But we are playing Lech Poznan, who are in slightly better form than us. They're the only team in the league in better form than us, in fact. They're also currently sitting 8th. We're in 2nd, trying to close up that gap to Lechia, who won their game earlier today, and I guarantee we get asked about that in a tunnel interview. I guarantee it. As likely as the night turning today, we will get asked that question. Trust. The team is changed only slightly from the last match or the last episode, I guess. It's all merging into one now. Kjell Sherpen in goal, Felipe Cruz at right back, Igor Gomez at centre half, alongside Israel Puerto, who will both captain the side and come in at centre half, because we obviously have Mark Guay out suspended after that last game. Piaszek comes in at left back, Finson, Longstaff, Jankovic, Ina Bakare, Bright, Sterling, who I'm losing my patience with, and on the bench, Reece Devine, Nico Williams, Alex Rico, Vaclav Dashal, Dizdarevic, Daniliuc, Bajel, Brown and Gonzalez. Dizdarevic is not in any way fit enough to play a full game, but he's also our best option as a backup centre-half. So he's kind of needs must going on that bench. I thought about putting Valdemar Liss on, but Valdemar Liss I thought would be better served today playing in the under-18s, so he's going to be doing that instead. Yeah, we've not seen him actually in a few episodes. He's been injured recently. He's on his way back, so he will eventually find his way. But don't worry, I haven't abandoned Valdemar Liss. I haven't abandoned the Polish Messi. Do not panic. He will reappear. He's just not playing today. We're going to get into the game now against Poznan, and we'll see who there is there that we should. I feel like I should recognise more Poznan players than I do, but I don't. No, that's a no. He's from Spain, and he has played for whoever Real Hispalis are, because I can never remember. Is that Bilbao? I genuinely always forget who that is. I'm sure it'll tell me. Seville. Real Betis, that's who that is. I remember now. That took me a moment, didn't it? That took me a moment to get there. He's the only player, I guess, who I can make fun of, / remember being a thing. Tomšik's probably scored against us. It doesn't look like he scored many goals, does it? But I've cursed it again. That was commentator's curse happening. Either way, they're going 4-2-3-1, and we're going to go with our standard 4-4-2 diamond, because that's worked for us pretty specially well this season. As I said, we are currently chasing down. There was no tunnel interview. We are currently chasing down the leaders, Lechia. We can get within 7 points of them with a win today, which would be a pretty good place to be as things happen. Daniliuc isn't actually fully fit, but he's on the bench, so that's fine. We just won't use him unless we have to. Ina Bakare, though, has played it into Jankovic, and we're looking dangerous right from the off. I say from the off, it's 10 minutes in, but still, we'll make it happen. Ina Bakare, can he find the overlap man? No, but Longstaff can. What was that from Felipe Cruz? That was wasteful on its best day, and hopefully Igor Gomez will just get rid of this rather than giving it away to Kjell Sherpen. Every time we pass it back to the keeper, it drives me mad. Puerto, though, has picked up the ball back to Gomez. Puerto's a bit of a steady hand. I feel like I should use him way more as centre half, because he is way more reliable. I know him, he's been here forever, I trust him. He's effectively our captain. I just don't know why I've been preferring Guay more recently. I feel like there's a good reason. Like, he had a really good run for me. I think I just kind of gained trust in him, but I forgot that I trust Puerto. So maybe he'll stick around. We'll see what happens with this game, I guess. Puerto, though, back to Jankovic, to Finson, to Inabakare, and to Longstaff as the passing game continues. And then Felipe Cruz picks up. Can he play a better ball this time? Definitely a better ball. Definitely a better ball. Keziah Sterling scores. He didn't get called up for the England squad, by the way. Neither did Matty Longstaff, because he wasn't scoring goals. And then I yelled at him, and he said, "I'll do better, boss. I'll do better. I promise I'll do better." Which is a bit. Now he scored, which is probably a bit too little, too late. Because looking at the squad that was picked, he probably could have got into it if he'd been scoring goals. I won't show you it, but suffice to say, there was no one there I was excited about as a striker. That I don't think Keziah Sterling was better than, personally, unless they've massively improved over the last couple of years while we've not been paying attention to the England side. Keziah Sterling was probably good enough to get in the squad. Zakieriev right heads it over the bar. But yeah, if Sterling had been scoring, he would have got in that squad, I think. And obviously, being a World Cup year, you'd think he'd be wanting to work a bit harder. Imagine a Polish top flight player going to the World Cup for England. The Sun would lose their minds, wouldn't they? The Sun newspaper would literally have a crying fit. They burn the country down. Just a thought, Israel Puerto's picked up a booking, which means he's now suspended. Which is good, which means Guay will have to come back in the next game. We're going to get creative because we're not doing much. Piaszek is tiring, so is Jankovic, which is a bit early for them to start tiring out. I never check these things. Does he just have bad fitness? It's not awful. You'd think he'd last longer than that. Jankovic should have pretty good fitness too. He does. Okay. Cruz puts in a free kick. That's going into the box. That's almost certainly going to be a penalty because that was probably a handball because it stopped everything. People are doing stretches. Everyone's all excited for VAR because when are we never excited for VAR except all the time? Satka is being reviewed. If it's a handball, he's got to be off, surely. Just a thought. If he's handballed that in the box, he's got to be off. It's a penalty, which means that's got to be a red, right? Letter of the law, if you handball that in the box, you're off. Unless that's changed since I last played football, like a decade ago, I'm sure that's a straight red. I mean, he's already booked anyway. That's his second yellow, right? It is, he's off. Well, there's a thing. I think it should have been a red anyway, but a straight red, but, you know, off's off. And Zakieriev right is going to take the penalty because he always does. So, will he score this one? He does. He missed the last one, but hey, he scored that one, and that's what really matters. That's his 23rd goal of the season. He's only one league goal away from equalling his best league total, and he's taunting the Poznan fans because he's a boy. Good work. Good work there from Zakieriev right, and now it's time to lavish him with praise, and the whole team, of course. And we'll see what happens in extra time, or I say extra time, injury time. It looks like nothing's going to happen. That's probably going to be the half-time whistle. We're 2-0 up. We are 2-0 up against the team in the best form except us in the league. And we're also 7 points behind Lechia Warsaw, which is probably the most important thing about this game. I believe we're playing Lechia or Gdansk next. I think it's Gdansk. It doesn't matter too much either way. We're playing either Lechia then Gdansk or Gdansk then Lechia. But either way, 3rd and 5th are what's on the horizon for us at this present time, which means we don't have the easiest of run-ins because our next 7 games are against the top 8 teams in the league. Inabakare has picked up the ball though to Sterling. Sterling plays in Piaszek. Piaszek plays in Inabakare. And Inabakare's got himself a goal, and that's 3 from our front 3, which is pretty magical. That's a pretty magical combination. It says these guys play well together, and I actually haven't seen any evidence of that in recent games. But today they've done it. They've linked up, and they've absolutely taken Poznan apart, which is pretty special for all reasons. But Piaszek also getting himself an assist, which makes up for his defensive frailties just a touch. I don't know why we're checking it again. He definitely wasn't offside. He wasn't even close to offside. I think this ref just likes an excuse to watch telly. But there we go. We've fired them up. Fired them up with more praise, and we're going to go for it again. Igor Gomez takes a throw in, finds Felipe Cruz, who probably should have been taking the throw in. But Akeri Wright's picked it up and lofted it to Jankovic, who will probably look for Piaszczek out wide. He does, and will Piaszczek look for a cross? He doesn't. He just plays it into Finson, who plays in a Bakarian, who plays it back to Finson. Matty Longstaff to Finson. We're just taking the mick now. And it's through to Akeri Wright. One-on-one with the keeper. Buries it. That's going to get called back for offside. Was always going to get called back for offside. Shows a clear offside. Yeah. Clear offside. Like his hand. If that's what you call a clear offside, ref, Specsavers is waiting for you. But still, we'll go with it, I suppose. I want to drop more praise. I just want to keep praising them, because when I praise them, they respond. And we've got ourselves a corner, which went nowhere apparently, because Luis Felipe is taking a goal kick. They've hoofed it up the field. It's only gone as far as Piaszczek, and Piaszczek is going to love having all that space. That's practically a Christmas present for him. He's not running fully at it, but you know he obviously had a good time. Ina Bakare is found Jankovic. Jankovic has a pop from wide, hit from distance, hits the crossbar. Piaszczek picks it back up. He's into the box again. Jankovic has another pop and another one. How many shots has Jankovic had on goal so far? He must be going for some kind of shots on goal in a match record. That's pretty special. Jankovic is, however, tiring, and I feel like I should rest him because we're 3-0 up. Seems wise, doesn't it? Let's put Gonzalez in. Let's not ignore the fact he's had a really good game, of course, because that would be. In fact, I'm going to put Bargel on, because if I put Bargel on, I can also rest Piaszczek and Cruz, which is probably going to be a way forward for the rest of this game if I truly think about it. Because having our fullbacks rested when they do so much of the work for the team, you know, feels like it's probably got it. In fact, I'm going to do it now, because this throw-in can basically be Piaszczek's last action of the game. We'll take off Cruz. Nico Williams is fit. He is fit. Good. And that should see us through. You watch us get a man injured again now. Piaszczek through to Sterling. Sterling finds Wright. Wright finds the net. And that, I believe, is his 19th goal of the league season. I believe, which does equal his tally from the first season where we won the title. I mean, I don't believe in omens, but if I did believe in omens, that's a pretty good one, because he's about to outscore himself in his title-winning season. And, you know, we've still got 9 games to play. Yeah, we'll still make the change for sure. We've still got 9 games to play. I think Piaszczek would have been very close to winning man of the match there, but he's not going to, so he'll just have to suck it up, won't he? It's 4-0 though. Like I said, they were in the best form in the league, and we've absolutely done them today. I'm pretty happy about that as Tiba picks it up. Let's try and keep the clean sheet though, boys. In fact, assuming they don't score now, let's try and ensure we keep the clean sheet. Because I don't remember the last time we've seen one, and the board are actually expecting me to keep clean sheets. Is he better as a wing back on defend? He actually is better as a wing back on defend, so maybe we'll do that just to be on the safe side. And he is probably better as a wing back. Can he do complete wing back on defend? You know, let's see what that does. I don't remember the last time I used a complete wing back. I don't know what it does. This could be an interesting experiment. Great, isn't it? I go into the text, yeah, let's just tighten up defensively. Oh, let's try this out. Ina Bakare to Sterling, to Akeri Wright, who's just beaten his man. He's through. He could get his hat-trick here. He does get his hat-trick, and he's just broken his goal-scoring record for the Ekstraklasa with a hat-trick, because that's what heroes do. That's literally what heroes do. I'm pretty pleased with this so far. It's 5-0 as well. 5-0. I thought we might get a 1-0. We haven't had a good, absolute smashing of someone for a while. But it was Poznan's unlucky day. Yes, we're going to make those tactical changes, sure. It's Poznan's lucky day. They get to be the victims today. We've absolutely taken out them. We're also closing down the goal difference a little bit. We're 13 goals behind as it stands. But I don't mind us closing that down. Can I praise them before the end? Go on, let me do it. It's not going to let me do it. Oh well. 5-0. Sterling, Bright and Ina Bakari. The scorers, Sak getting himself sent off, did not help them at all. We've done a number on them. We're very pleased. We are very pleased. And to be fair, a 9.6 for that hat-trick is slightly unfair. But it's good times. I just want to double check that before we go any further. I want to double check that that is a Kieran Wright's 20th league goal of the season. I thought it might be, and just to check how it stacks up against his history, it was in fact 19 that he got. Look at that, 7.72 average rating is disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. And there's still games to go, so you know we'll get there. And Raheem, Sterling. I remember he's not Raheem Sterling eventually. Will they get a day off? Sure. Superb win for everyone involved. Of course it is. Puts Lechia under pressure ahead of their match. We didn't get asked about being under pressure ourselves. They know what they have to do. We'll see if it has a negative effect. Keziah Sterling finally scored a goal. It will give him a boost. We've managed to extend our unbeaten run. We are playing at a very, very high level, and we'll see how far we can go. Is there a chance of overconfidence? Yes. And he was tremendous. That was pretty straightforward. How long did he go without scoring? 15 hours of competitive football. Quick math tells me that's 10 games. That's poor. It's poor. We've qualified for the championship group, which is solid, and we're going to give Kieran Wright all the praise for being superb in front of goal. Although you'd think he'd just go, I got a hat-trick, mate. I figured. Right, we're going to come back for the next game. Not the next game, because that's against Real Madrid B as part of our training camp, and none of us care about that. I don't even care about that. It's just keeping players fit during the international break. We're now playing Lechia in the next game, so second versus third. That could be a good thing to come back for. So I think we'll come back for it. Back for game number 2 then, and things have got a bit different. They've got a little bit different for us. So Lechia have won again. They've beaten Cracovia, which is very good for us. We've now got to play Lechia though, Lechia Gdansk. Looking at the profile of the league, the league table, that does make the gap 10 points again. Obviously Lechia will want to kind of pull away from that group if they beat us, but you can see like it's been a tale of two teams all season. I mean, goals wise, just we're smashing people. Yeah, Cracovia are dropping like a stone actually. It's between Lech and Lot, and probably Plock for that last spot in the league, in the top half of the league anyway, the championship group. But we need to press on. We need to actually beat Lechia. The preview says we are the favourites. We are on slightly better form and that we've lost less recently. I almost went wrong saying that. But yeah, otherwise we're looking pretty good. Going to the team selection. I don't remember if I actually didn't set that up. So Israel Puerto is suspended for this game, which means Guay is coming back into the team, which works nicely. Made everything go nice and green, didn't it? So that worked out okay. Ina Bakari is wanted. That's new. By Club Brugge. Well, it's going to cost you money. It's going to cost you money. A lot of our team actually is wanted, which is both good and bad, because I don't know how much longer we can keep fighting people off. But the team today: Sherpen, Cruz, Gomez, Guay, Piaszek, Binson, Longstaff, Jankovic, Ina Bakare, Bright and Sterling, with Divine Williams, Rico, Deschal, Dizdarevic, Daniliuc, Bargel, Brown and Gonzalez on the bench. I think that's the bench I want to go with. Valdemar List, though, is available. Who do I replace with him, though? Let's put him on for Rico. Okay, List for Rico. Why not? That doesn't weaken anything too much. There's enough players that can play in centre mid there. That'll be fine. That will be fine. It's got all our fullbacks and stuff covered, so that's the important part. Let's get into the game. And if we are putting a smashing on Lechia the way we put that smashing out last time, I think we'll probably see Valdemar List play today. I'm just saying, because he needs some more first team football to keep him improving. We've told Ina Bakare and Piaszek to pick up where they left off, which is probably good advice. Lechia playing in the white, we're playing in the green, just for those of you who might be watching in black and white at home. There's a There's an old school quote. I didn't check their team, but there's no one that seems massively important there. I say that, I don't understand any of these names. They could all be the best players in Poland, I wouldn't know. Felipe Cruz whips in the corner, and Igor Gomes has scored, which is a pretty good start to the episode. That's to the game. 9 minutes, or less than 9 minutes on the clock. Igor Gomes at the centre half gets his goal, third goal of the season. Not a bad finish for the Barcelona loanee. Kind of coming into his own a little bit recently as well, which is pretty good. Well, I was going to do another get creative, but we appear to be doing a throw-in our own box, which is good. Cruz to Gomez, back to Cruz. Cruz finds Gomez again. Ball forward to Longstaff. Where are we going to go with this one? To Ina Bakare. Probably back to Cruz on the overlap. That's what we're looking for. Down the line to Wright, maybe? No, he's going to go it alone. Look for the cross. Maybe hold it up for Ina Bakare. That's good choices. Ball across to Piaszczek, who can probably do something from here. Dinks it back across the box. Doesn't find his man. But Longstaff picks it up. Back to Cruz. Back to Longstaff. Back to Cruz. Cruz needs to turn and run. He's not going to. Finson, Ina Bakare. Ina Bakare back to Finson. Big ball forward to Piaszczek, who's obediently waiting on the edge of the box. Matty Longstaff from range. Just wide. Just wide. I thought we were going to double our lead then, but we didn't. Let's get creative, because Krushanowski has got himself a free kick, but Felipe Cruz picks it up and up the line. Kieran Wright might pick that up. He does pick that up. It's going to be impressive if we do something from here, I think. Kieran Wright's on his way through. He's been tackled. That might have been a foul. It could have been a foul. Wasn't a foul there on the break. Let's get rid of that. Good work, Igor Gomes. And back up the line, please, to Matty Longstaff. Very nice, very nice. Felipe Cruz to Finson. Finson maybe bring the ball across. Good choice to Piaszczek there. Piaszczek has all the space in the world to run into, but maybe not the pace to beat his man, so he's just flicked it across. He's found Ina Bakare in the centre. Ball out to Felipe Cruz. Can he finish? He can finish. Felipe Cruz with his fourth goal of the season. That's pretty good. That's pretty good as these things go. We'll take that. We will take that all day long. All day long. Good little link-up play between Piaszczek, Ina Bakare, and finally Felipe Cruz, who just tucks it inside the post. Gives us a 2-0 lead, and that's actually not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. The get creative was entirely redundant in the end, but Piaszczek's going to do it anyway. To Keziah Sterling, who we need to see do more stuff. Keziah Sterling whips the ball across, finds Felipe Cruz way out wide. He has another pop. That's his second goal of the game. That's an absolute screamer. He can't even believe he scored that himself. He can't even believe he did that, and he did it. What a finish. Keziah Sterling, take a bow, son, for that assist there, because he's just looked up, seeing Felipe Cruz has miles of space. Smashed home. Spot on. Which means if we get a pen in this game, he'll be the one taking it, which is something we've not seen before. So, could be good, could be bad. Let's praise him anyway. He's almost certainly got man of the match wrapped up, you'd have to say. 2 goals as a fullback almost certainly gets you a man of the match award. Piaszczek with a throw finds Guay back to Piaszczek. We're going to go and try and hit them for a fourth. You watch. We're going to hit them for a fourth. That's the plan. Guay to Finson. Finson's got loads of time. All the patience in the world. Ina Bakare now has it. What can he do? Longstaff? Maybe you'll look for a ball to Piaszczek, you'd think here. No, to Jankovic. That's the first time I've said Jankovic's name. And now we found Felipe Cruz. Is he going to go for a third? That would be stupendous. He's got to cross him. Piaszczek on the other side. That's in. Surely that's in. That definitely crossed the line. Ah. They never VAR when you need them to. Felipe Cruz with a free kick. Igor Gomes. Oh, it's off the keeper / post / something. I don't know what that came off, but it went wide. And now Felipe Cruz is going to take the corner. Whips it in. Doesn't find anyone, but Kieran Wright's there to mop up. And just stand there doing nothing, apparently, and that's a free kick. Because apparently Wright went in too hard on his guy, despite having possession of the ball. Your guess is literally as good as mine there. More praise for the boys. Jankovic is tiring. Cruz is tiring too, actually, to be fair. But I want to keep him on and see if he can get his hat-trick, because that would be absolutely spectacular. I haven't had a 10 rating in FM20 yet, I don't think. So I think it would be nice to see one. If we can somehow manufacture one for him, that would be quite nice. Let's start the second half. See how this goes. I mean, Jankovic I will probably withdraw because he's tiring before I withdraw Cruz, who I might just keep on for the full 90. Unless I get given a good reason not to. Ironic jeers from rival supporters at our expense, eh? I'm not sure you can be ironically jeering us when we're 3-0 up. I think what you're doing there is being bad losers. Jankovic is definitely tiring. I'm going to take him off for sure. Jankovic, the logical sub there probably is to bring on Bargel. It's probably sensible here to make a double sub, bring on Bargel, and then bring off Piaszczek for Reece Devine, because we need to protect Piaszczek with that booking. We don't want him getting sent off. I'm going to keep a sub back, either so Felipe Cruz can take his bow if he gets himself his hat-trick, or so I can send on Valdemar Lis, because Valdemar Lis hasn't played in a while and we need to see him, because he is the Polish Messi. Polish Pele works better. Polish Messi because he's only 5'1", tiny man, but it's fine. Guay to Bargel. What's Bargel going to do from here? To Finson all the time in the world. Felipe Cruz on the wing again. He's probably not going to shoot from there. He might get an assist to his name. He's not, but that's probably penalty. No, had that weird stoppage in play you sometimes get before penalties get awarded. Either way, Felipe Cruz will take the corner kick, and can he find his man? He's not found his man at all, and now Krzyzanowski is smashing up the field, but Devine does the defending, and it comes to absolutely sweet FA. Felipe Cruz is really getting tired. He needs to score a goal yesterday, basically. I'm reaching that point where I want to make a sub. In fact, not only do I want to make a sub, I'm going to make a sub, because Felipe Cruz will either score or not. Wants me to send on Izzy Brown, but we're going to send on Valdemar Lis, because he can play as a striker. Although to be fair, I feel like I want him behind Ina Bakare. I don't know why. I just feel like that's a smarter move. Let's see what happens. It's described as a diminutive winger. Beautiful. Felipe Cruz plays the ball in. Valdemar Lis has picked it up, and now it's with Finson all the way out to Devine, who I almost said Piaszczek there because I expect him to be there now. Bargel, what can he do with it? Probably very little. Finds Finson again. Finson needs to look up, see what's around him. He's found Felipe Cruz. Felipe Cruz probably going to look to assist rather than score, because he's not greedy enough to get a hat-trick, surely. Longstaff, ball over the top to Reece Devine. Reece Devine cuts it back for Ina Bakare, who can't finish. Would have been better going it himself there. But it's fine, because Longstaff finds Finson finds Devine. Devine will get the ball across goal. Akierev right can't get to it. It's a free kick given for offside. Reece Devine. But that's okay. Just to make sure they don't score a goal, I'm going to go to all-out attack. It seems like backwards logic, but everybody who plays FM knows as soon as you go to all-out attack, you usually don't get any more highlights. So it's pretty logical just to use it to defend now. It seems to confuse the game too much to give you highlights. Valdemar Lis with a cracking tackle there. And now Ina Bakare is charging through. Better not play Akierev right. He's gone alone. He's put it wide. That's probably our last chance of the game. We should get a final whistle to cement our 3-0 victory. We do. There we go. That's a pretty good outcome. Felipe Cruz does indeed get man of the match with a 9.4 rating. Would have got the 10 had he got his hat-trick. Wasn't to be, but you know what? That's how heroes are made. Heroes are made through adversity, and we've kept the pressure on. We're still only 7 points behind Lechia. We are now, maths in my head, 14 points ahead of Lechia Gdansk. So you'd think, quick math, probably second is secure now. It's just whether we can chase down first place. We're going to give Cruz all of the praise like we should. Good man, good work in front of goal. Press conference. This better be showering me with praise. Yeah, we'll say I have confidence in the chairman. He won't give me a new contract though, which is interesting. Pleased with the result? Yep. Pleased with the way Finson played. Always, to be honest. Cruz picked up the man of the match. Of course, he was the best player on the pitch. Well, the best attacking records in the league. Would you attribute that to scoring lots of goals? Yeah, that'll do. We are currently 9 matches unbeaten, which makes that a pretty magical place to end the episode. We're going to come back with that last game against Gornik, and the first game of the championship group tomorrow as we chase down this league title that I've got a weird feeling we might just sneak. So, if you've enjoyed this video, guys, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, because I want you to come back, and also I want more people to find it, and also I like people liking stuff. It just makes me feel happy. There's a whole bunch of socials there. Feel free to hit me up and have a chat. Why not? I'm usually on one of them. Twitter, most often, to be honest. But yeah, until next time, guys, I've been ChasingLamely. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Have a good one.